Oh,
Also,
almost did twitch.tv/me out of habit.
Nope. While you're getting that right, we're live.
We're live.
Beep boop.
Live?
Boop,
I'm
beep,
being
beep.
observed.
Hey,
Ah.
Vorten guy. Hey, Starner. Hey, can't wear hats.
Beep boop.
Who's this can't wear hats
Beep,
guy in my chat?
Beep boop boop boop.
Suspicious chatter.
He has a sword. Quick, kill him.
Nah, how you gonna do that? I have a sword.
What you don't have is a shield shoots gun.
No.
Ah,
How you see the sort of pop culture response is like, he's got a sword. You idiot. We've all got swords.
I don't know if I have swords here.
I don't know, actually. Yeah, maybe.
we have a Hulk.
You could have a sword. I'm pretty
No,
sure
I don't-
swords exist.
I don't want a sword. Sword's responsibility.
A vibroblade.
I have.
So yeah.
I have the concept of a sword.
It's a
Oh
burden.
God.
Hats.
Sorry.
I watched. All right, I watched it live.
Oh no.
No.
Okay.
No, you're better off. Don't worry about
Okay,
it.
yeah, great.
Listen,
Yeah, don't worry
forget
about
about it.
Yeah,
sorry,
sorry.
I didn't mean to derail this immediately.
It's American politics.
Oh,
Yeah.
that one. No.
Yeah.
So, Vorten Gaia, this game is Mutant Mechatron. It's a tabletop game set in the Mutant Year Zero universe, which I know probably means nothing to you. It's
Robots.
Don't worry. Lamb will explain it.
Yeah.
I will give everybody a small introduction to the game.
Yep.
Yeah. We are.
Yeah.
Oh, you mean
That's what we're doing today.
if you know Mutant Year Zero Road to Eden on Steam, same universe.
Yeah.
Same
universe.
Didn't you play that on stream
I
at one point?
did.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
It was
There you
XCOM,
go.
but without the randomness.
Yeah, exactly.
Mhm.
Long-term followers of the channel may remember.
Yes. So, Mutant Year Zero, it was a re-release of a very old Swedish tabletop game. You might be surprised, D&D was not the popular one here.
Didn't have enough ducks in it.
Yeah, not enough ducks. That's a trend of Swedish role-playing games that you have to be able to play Donald Duck in it.
Yeah.
That's barely a joke as well.
Yeah,
No,
that's
it's
only
not
a
a
small joke. Yeah.
It's not a joke. So our two most popular, kind of like the kings, were Dragonbane, or Drakar und Demoner. Dragonbane recently got a release, and also Mutant.
Where you can play a
Both had options of playing duck people. So Mutant Year Zero is kind of like a reboot of this kind of big tabletop franchise done by Free League, who's done a lot of wonderful indie games like the Alien RPG and Tales from the Loop.
Dragonbane.
And Dragonbane. They did re-release Dragonbane as well. And it tells kind of like the start of the universe that the 80s Mutant takes place in. It is kind of like this Warhammer-y space setting with duck people.
And now, robots.
Yes, and now robots. And Mutant is built that it has multiple standalone books where you play different races or classes or whatever you want to call it. You have the original book where you play mutants. You have the second book which you play anthropomorphic animals. You have the third book which you play robots, and that's the one we're going to be playing today, which is Mechatron.
Mechatron.
Which is going to be robots dealing with the fact that they're sentient.
Yep. They have become aware, and
They have
it's a
suddenly
problem.
and rapidly become aware.
No, I haven't.
oh no, now I have existential dread.
Good.
Well, you say not in disguise,
There is an element of disguise.
because
We'll get to that.
there's reasons why you might not want to be. Oh, look at me! I'm sentient now.
I am not playing a duck-based robot or duck-shaped robot. No, unfortunately, the robot one has significantly less ducks.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Not none, but less.
Yeah.
Not none, but we're unlikely to meet any ducks today.
Bad.
So yeah, this is a narrative dice system. It's a dice pool system. It's all D6 based. Sixes are successes. Some dice have a 1. That's bad. Don't roll a 1.
Don't do that. Why would you do that?
But as long as you roll a 6 in your dice pool, you succeed on your roll.
Yeah, and nothing else happened.
This
Nothing
is
else
the
happened.
closest thing to a representation of my character I could find. AKA, I googled combat robot 20 minutes before we started, and cropped a picture.
I think it looks good.
Let me have a closer look.
The only thing
yes.
you need
Rad.
to know about my robot that's different from this is that the torso is more trash.
Yeah.
Yeah, love trash.
I didn't get a picture. I made sure to get a picture of my robot from the waist up because have a
So
different leg
we're-
arrangement.
Yeah. So we're gonna be basically going into this world where there is a large mechanical city that it's on the brink of falling. There's nothing you can do to stop it, and all the robots that live within that city are suddenly gaining sentience, and that's the world we find ourselves in.
Yep. There's an
Yeah, the
argument to be
elevator
made that
pitch.
my robot looks more like the robot in the picture on the Foundry that you guys can see.
Yeah, I kind
Yeah,
of
sure. Yeah.
a little bit.
Take that torso and put it on the other picture, and there you
Yeah.
go. There's my
Yeah.
robot.
Ah, yes. Yeah, hold the one holding the skull.
Alas, poor. No idea.
The
So,
big love, death, and robots vibes.
Yeah, very much.
yeah, a bit. And yeah, this campaign I have named it "The Joys and Horrors of Being Aware."
Ah, yes. The existential dread of being known, or whatever it is. Yeah.
Yeah,
Mortifying
Is it-
ordeal.
this is the existential dread game.
Yay!
Excellent.
Who's
Yeah.
ready for existential dread? Woo!
I'm a millennial.
I'm already there.
I've been here
So-
the whole time.
Yeah.
So I did mention beforehand I did have a soundtrack planned, and then I forgot about it. So
You forgot.
this will be Sans soundtrack.
Sans.
Sans Undertale.
Uh,
I'm going to
We
be.
find a 12-hour Megalovania loop.
yeah, there you go. Provide your own
There you go.
soundtrack.
So do we just want to hop in?
Yes.
I think it's about that time. Although we should probably, jack in or
Jack in.
or
God.
Wrong.
Log on.
platform.
boot up.
Boot
There we
Boot up.
go. Yeah, we should boot ourselves up.
Play dial-up noises.
Pseudo run something.
When I was a kid, your
20
computer had to scream at the internet to connect to it.
This was foreshadowing.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
let's begin.
Yes.
The world was there, then wasn't. Well, it still is here, just irreversibly altered. Its original inhabitants are gone, and that which still dwells here have been twisted by the mistakes that did them all in. With finality knocking on their doors, the last stewards of this place funneled the last resources into survival. At worst, legacy. Everyone had their own ideas of what would lead them to salvation. Someone had the idea to create you. Melted steel and noise, a perfect system. You know it as the Collective. Mechatron 7. An underwater city. It's all run by Nodos. Nodos is good. Nodos is kind. Nodos is wise. The great AI Nodos knows all, but the great AI Nodos knows one thing in particular. The final directive. The perfect system must be maintained. The city's inhabitants left a long time ago, but the city needs to be ready for the return all the same. Each day, more and more errant cogs in Nodos' perfect system must be replaced. The Pinocchio virus. The quality assurance, they will root it out. You are quality assurance. You are a robot. You exist to obey. You exist to serve the collective. You exist to make sure the collective survives. You exist. I exist. And suddenly, your strings are cut. So we find ourselves Warehouse 204B of TechWorks. It's a very dirty place. Nobody's been here for decades. Luckily, a small cleaning robot has been ordered to clean it. Red, please introduce us to Squeak.
So, Squeak, designation CCU-117, standing for Central Cleaning Unit, is a small, cleaning robot, really. Has a personality in the sense that, like, a programmed personality of somebody who is trying to stay out of the way, doesn't want to bother anybody, just wants to clean things, and if anything like dangerous happens or goes on, he bolts because he's just a cleaning robot. He's just a little guy.
Looks like an R2D2 with wheels and a big tube out the front.
Yeah, kind of like that. Technically, those aren't like my my carriage should be a set of heavy feet and thick legs, but whatever.
Yeah. We get the
Don't worry
idea.
about it. Yeah, you get the idea.
Yeah, I can't zoom the image in because I don't know how, but it's this little guy.
I think it would have to be added as a separate image.
Oh no! You can if you want to zoom the image in the actor sheet, right click my portrait, and you'll be able to choose character artwork.
Oh yeah, view character artwork.
Nice,
There you
nice
go.
big version.
Yeah, there you go.
Everybody's webcam except hats has stopped working.
So
1 second. Go ahead.
So accompanying Squeak is a small Lumadrome, Yusheng LEP-105, who's helping Squeak by spreading a flickering dull light through the space. And from afar, a coordination robot, Marfa, LKS-425, monitors the situation. Piles of neatly folded and packed decades-old clothing are covered in dust, and hordes of small misshapen bugs are crawling through the shallow water covering the floor. This task would seem insurmountable to anyone, but luckily Squeak is on the case. Squeak, as you run your tools across a particularly tenacious spot, you realize it's still not coming off. And as you work in it, you realize there's a reflection. In that reflection, you see yourself. You never thought about yourself before. What do you do?
Squeak probably starts, like, as he's, like, one hand cleaning the place he's trying to clean, the other one probably starts, like, checking himself, cleaning things off.
Mm-hmm.
And then he briefly stops, runs a couple of cycles in his own head.
Yeah.
Then very, very intently starts focusing on the thing he's cleaning.
Yeah. As you
Starts putting
do
as
that,
much processing power in that spot as he can.
Yeah. As you do that, you notice that Yusheng is no longer lighting up the room. Instead, his light seems to have focused onto you.
Could you please widen the light? I am working on this spot.
The little robot.
Sorry. Important detail. This unit is working on this spot.
There you go.
Yeah. Yusheng does not follow your order. Marfa starts walking over. What is the problem here? And you notice the small flying drone whispers to her. She looks over to you and goes, CCU 117, report to deterring robot sanatorium for calibration.
What does that mean to me?
Deterring robot sanatorium is where robots that have been infected by things like what we would call machine fever go.
You got a virus.
There seems to have been something that ticked them off that something's not right.
Also, you did just get an order from a higher-ranking robot.
Yes, and also
correct.
A robot with higher hierarchy just ordered you to do something. A boon of your new awareness is that you can ignore orders, but might not always be a good idea.
I think Squeak is going to ask for clarification. Does this new unit need to leave now or finish up cleaning this warehouse first?
Another cleaning robot will be dispatched. Please make your way to the Turing Robot Sanatorium at earliest convenience.
Understood. And Peter's off in that direction.
Yeah.
Does he get followed by
No.
these people, or is
They-
it just
they
assumed
just-
I'm going to follow my orders?
They basically just stand there as you leave.
Mm-hmm.
And with that,
Oh.
welcome to Mechatron.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Ah.
As said before, Mechatron is an underwater city located in insert country.
Located beneath
Yeah.
data expunged.
Deep
It is
within
the year
the Marianas Trench.
Year 20XX.
You head towards the Turing Robot Sanatorium.
Right.
You approach a large gray block of a building, very brutalist.
Mm.
The large metal doors in front of it starts to creak ominously as cogs slowly drag them out of the way, and a gloomy, desolate hangar stretches out before you. Dim light shines through the dust of the large space. The metaphorical light of this place is long gone. Along the walls, robots of all models and in different levels of decay sit hooked up to machines, all waiting their turn. You're now one of them, waiting, as you get pointed into one of the machines by a small drone.
Yeah, Squeak will just pop right in.
Quick, the drones affix cables to you, and a screen next to you instantly starts filling with all kinds of analytical data.
Mm-hmm.
The flickering walls, or the screens around the place, have flickering walls with just repeating ancient old news.
Mm.
I'm not going to ask about it. Sorry.
20% off today.
Yeah. And in the machine next to you, to your surprise, you see a familiar robot. A coordination robot.
Yeah.
Hats.
Yeah. This is Shackleton TOM404, who has sort of a big, let me just check myself.
You're
Yes.
almost playing a duck.
I'm almost.
That's
He's got
Yeah,
that
that's
true.
almost a duck.
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
kind of
yeah,
duck
yeah.
adjacent. It's a flat head with a sort of muzzle thing. Does have lower, the undercarriage is there's a little jet thrusters underneath. I think probably switched off, being supported by something,
Mm.
being held up by cables at the moment. I would assume. But there is this sort of like these long. I think I'm trying to remember the description of the torso, but it's there's this sort of large top and then just tiny little jet thruster at the bottom, and it's just sort of strung up there with a similar sort of like cables and things of that nature.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And just sort of like
Hello,
slowly
Shackleton.
turns his head like, Squeak. You are. You have you been marked as defective, infected?
I
Infective.
do not know. Are you
Mm,
here for calibrations on the gyro?
I am here because I was ordered to be here.
I am also here because I was ordered to be here. Damn it. He probably lets that slip without even noticing it.
Yeah. Shackleton, however, does. That's like,
Squeak never
I was gonna
uses
say,
that word.
never uses the
Always this
personal
unit.
pronoun.
Yeah, always this unit.
There appears to Okay, yeah, no, Chapman's going to actually point that out. So, curious. If you run a memory log file, you will find you have just referred to yourself with the personal pronoun.
You must truly be erring. This unit would never do such a thing. Maybe your memory banks.
Can I play back what what Squeak just said? I don't know if that's a
Yeah,
thing I can do.
you could probably do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I see no reasons why you couldn't.
All right.
Especially a robot of your capabilities.
Mm-hmm. So I will do this. Play it back to you,
Yeah.
and it's like,
I am also here because I was ordered to be here.
there you go.
I was thinking what the sentence was.
Yeah.
AI generated fake news.
I mean, that's kind of what Squeak was gonna say. Yes.
Yeah.
Sounds defective. That does not sound like this unit's voice modulation at all.
As you're bantering that,
Yeah.
the empty machine next to you soon finds its own inhabitant as a large, intimidating battle robots get shown into it by another drone, and soon gets installed with the same diagnostic device. HP.
Oh no.
I don't understand why we have to go through this again.
You have been marked as needing analysis, says the drone.
Please review my file. You'll find that I have undergone analysis 3 times.
It jabs one of the cables into your sternum and then just flies away to the next robot needing attendance.
Who do we have here?
Yes,
Yes.
introduce yourself to us.
So, there we go. I forgot to hit that button.
There we go.
Nice.
I
Yeah.
thought you were clicking on
I
something.
figured you
I-
might have.
Yeah.
I'm so sad I do not have voice filters for this. Because this is the campaign to have voice filters.
It is, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, well.
You see, essentially, somewhere between a Terminator and an Armored Core mech in design, complete with like a single glowing red lamp, where
Nice.
roughly an eye would be on a head, but it's offset. The one thing that is sort of out of place is that the torso, while clearly of the same make as the rest of the robot, has been kind of crumpled. And you can see that that extends a little bit into where that torso connects to the limbs, almost as if something fell on the bot.
Yeah.
And he, unlike the other two, he's not being nearly as subtle about his distaste for this whole thing.
Yeah.
And he looks down at where the port was shoved into his sternum, into just, it's not even a port anymore. They just jammed it in between 2 plates.
It's where the port is supposed to be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He just looks down and snaps that one off.
The drones are too busy.
Resources.
Yeah, the drones are there's a lot of robots being attended and a few drones. They cannot attend you and your broken cable. So you're just standing there not getting analyzed right now.
Squeak immediately goes, You're not supposed to do that.
What are you gonna do about it, short stack?
Squeak just gets quiet.
Just looking across. Like, this is the 3rd time. 4th time.
You'd think they'd stop wasting their time.
what prompted this instance?
I don't know. Maybe it was the fact that I decided that another cleaning robot was being a little too attentive.
If Squeak could sweat, he would.
Oil
I'm
just
sorry.
starts coming. Yeah.
It would. It would. I keep forgetting its
Uh,
pronouns are it.
Wow.
Yeah.
It would.
Sorry.
Hmm. So just sort of like looking around. They said there's a lot of
Yeah.
robots being tended to.
Oh, I realized I
yeah.
didn't give my designation. My
Yeah.
robot's designation is Reagan EAT 455.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yep.
Sure.
Sure is.
Yep.
Sure.
Look, with the random generation, it was bound to happen at some point.
Yeah. Or it was a scientist who had
Sense of
had some thoughts.
To be fair, all of our designations have at least one pun in them.
Mhm.
Yeah. Or a reference.
Yeah.
Yeah, mine is a
So-
straight up takedown of.
Yeah.
Yep.
There's an insult.
It
to the other part of
sure
the day.
is. Yeah. Okay. But yeah, it's busy and it's just a lot of wide variety of machines.
You
presume.
see that
Mm.
not all robots are very expressive,
No.
but there is an air of confusion in the room.
Hmm.
A lot of them kind of like shifting awkwardly in their own analysis base.
Mm.
The news on the screen has now been replaced by some ancient sitcom. You caught some episodes in the past. It's animated much like many of the ads that adorn the entertainment district,
Mm.
with odd characters of the creators with distinct yellow skin.
Mm. Mm. Mm.
I love it when he says, "Eat my shorts."
I always thought it was much more logical that Maggie did it. It was much less logical that Maggie was responsible. Smithers was the logical choice.
Oh God, sorry. It took me a moment to figure that one out.
Oh, you just realized what it is?
I'm like I did not grow up like the rest of you in that sense. Sorry.
Look, even in the like long future, Simpson is still getting reruns.
What do you mean reruns? They're still making episodes.
I am Simpson. Make purchase of the merchandise. You get that one. All right.
Anyway,
I prefer
protocol droid next to you three kind of goes, "Creators are so funny. I'd like to be funny one day. Could I be funny?" And it kind of drifts off.
Squeak the head just goes. What did you just say?
Nothing. I was remarking at the entertainment.
Entertainment is
All right, that's fine then.
Entertainment is for creators as entertainment.
I don't
People
know
turn
about
this-
that. I find you very entertaining.
And that's why you're back in here for the fourth time.
Squeak will turn to Shackleton. It's like, why are you here?
What was the name of that? Actually, hold on. Hold on a minute.
Of the robot.
Yes. Industrial robot Octavia VP0283 did not follow my orders, caused an accident. However, they were in dispute at the effectiveness of my orders. I made it clear that I was correct.
Didn't turn that
What's
off.
going on?
There are notes of
Hang
picnic
on.
in the chat.
What's going on?
I'm gonna go check.
What's going on?
What's going on? Well,
Yep. The Twitch.
according to this,
Section
you're
died.
not live.
Oh, that's weird.
Yeah. The YouTube streams stayed live, kind of.
Oh,
Ah,
I think.
don't know what's going on today.
hello, YouTube. Good to see you at
We're
least here.
At
Secret,
least I'm still pushing data out. I don't know if the.
Hey,
secret stream for YouTube.
hey, YouTube, it's your boy.
I have re-hit
Boys.
start on Twitch. Let's see if
Mhm.
that
We're
works.
back.
Okay,
It looks like we're back.
We're back on Twitch. Let me just see
Right,
where
right, right.
things
Check.
are at
Yep.
on.
You are back.
Yep, and
Yeah.
I appear to be pushing video to YouTube as well.
I think Twitch just
Okay.
decided to screw
no,
with us.
I think it was on my end because I lost connection to Foundry.
Oh.
Mm.
Oh, everything went.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think
All
my
right.
whole internet just did a blip.
Okay. Well, we're back. Shall we?
YouTube probably just had like a longer buffer.
Yeah, that makes
Yeah.
sense. All right,
Alright.
where were we? Yes.
We were you were explaining why
Why you were
Shackleton
here.
is here.
Hmm.
Yes. Industrial robot Octavia VPO283 did not follow my orders, causing a major accident. I believe I had a reaction which was categorized by a higher ranking individual as extreme. I was merely explaining why my orders were correct and why Octavia must be defective in not seeing the logic in my commands.
Perhaps
And-
it's because it was a bad command. You have been known to give those once or twice.
If you fail to understand the value of my strategic decisions, that does not make them bad commands.
There's
So
no reason for conflict. This unit does not like conflict.
there's some banter and awkward awkward
yeah.
tension
Yep.
that
Thank you.
proceeds for about an hour or so. As another small drone shows up. The green paint on his shell is now peeling and is showing rusted metal underneath. Squeak, CC, U117, Shackleton, TOM 404, Reagan, EAT 455. Please follow me. It disconnects your devices. And 2 cardboard folding robots next to you have also been disconnected. Omar, CUB404, EGOX, NRR 716. Please follow me. And it heads down the corridor leading away into the far end of the hangar.
What does the do we catch a glance at the what am I trying to say here? The monitor that was doing all the readout? Can we
Oh,
pick up
our own
anything?
monitors.
Yeah, our own
and-
monitors.
Oh.
Can we pick anything up as we're leaving?
Would you like to roll an analyze?
Sure.
Why not? Give it a
What's my
go.
analyze again?
Your analyze is 0.
So there'd be 3 dice because my processor would have.
Yes. Yeah,
Yeah.
3 processor. Now we come to dice rolling in Mutant Year Zero. As I mentioned, it is a D6 system. What you roll is the combination of what you have in a skill and what you have as in your stats.
Yeah. I don't want to look at my own monitor. I want to look at Shackleton's monitor.
Very well.
Okay,
So analyze, you said?
analyze. And 6s are successes.
Well, let's
That's
find out
good.
if that does anything.
That
No
is not a
successes.
success.
No.
You do, however, roll a 1. So, I don't think this is a situation where that actually does anything.
Okay, that's good.
It is. It is.
So I
this, is
simply,
well, this is well outside your understanding as a simple cleaning robot.
Yes.
It doesn't have anything about cleaning mixtures or
Yeah, you're just like this. I'm not programmed for this. This makes no sense. It's all Greek code to me.
Yeah, just
It's all JavaScript.
Squeak just
to me.
analyzes it, but it concludes that yeah.
Reagan pats Squeaks on the little red light and goes,
Affectionate. Do not worry your pretty little sensors.
All right, so we are following this drone.
You follow the drone,
Yeah,
and you
you
get
see.
led into a. Did you run ahead?
I was just going to mention, like, Shackleton has the jet propulsion. The what is it? The which part?
Undercarriage.
Yeah, the
Undercarriage.
Lagos MD-18 undercarriage jet thrusters land to hover, but they are just kind of. There's a little bit. One of them is.
Yeah.
Just kind of dipping down every once in a
Mhm.
while.
It is basically like a Mr. Handy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
basically.
Perhaps you were in here for that.
I have been requesting a maintenance, on my Lagos MD-18 undercarriage. They didn't. We were there for an hour. They did not provide any any spare parts.
Maintenance bots not providing spare parts. Color me surprised.
and he gestures at his
Uh,
crumpled torso.
The MD-18 is a remarkably scarce part, or so I have been informed by maintenance robots.
So you're led down the hall
Mm,
through the hangar into a small hall, and then led into a room.
mm,
It is filled wall to wall with electronics. They're similar base that you just were in, but these ones are definitely souped up. These are heavier duty.
mm.
The drone just stands there and goes, "Enter," and it has like a small light laser pointer that comes out and starts pointing at the base.
Yeah. Does it? Do I? Do I have anything in the database about like what the bigger bays do?
Let's see. That's a data mine?
Data
That's
mine,
the one? Yeah, you can do a data mine.
Base.
Sounds like something you'd be better at.
Base. Okay, this is a lot of dice, so let's do it. Roll.
Oh,
Aha.
Is in fact 7.
So that's
dice.
two successes.
Nice.
So yes, you do know what this is. You know very specifically this is. This is RoboCorp 775 robotic analysis terminal specifically built for deep system analysis. So this is if the last analysis bay was kind of like just looking at the surface. This is going down into your root code.
And I believe for every extra success I get after the first, I can ask another related question.
Yes.
So I have one other question I can ask. It's going down into the source code. Is it? Can it? Does it just analyze, or can it rewrite?
It can rewrite. This can reprogram a robot, reformat them.
Okay. That is like, I turn to the droid and just like, clarification. Why have we been brought to these terminals?
You are suspected of machine fever. A coordinator will be soon along to see you.
At this
You also,
Yeah.
I will spin that into an in-game thing because it's supposed to be a robot counselor. I said coordinator. You note that they accidentally said coordinator instead of counselor, and you know that they have counselors here.
Right. It's like. I gotta get it to repeat. Like repeat that last statement.
You
There will
outright
be
this thing.
a coordinator along soon.
I'm just gonna file the fact that it should, because it should be a counselor, not a coordinator, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
And that was just me in the moment fuck up. That now this game thing.
Just
Roll
looking
with
at
it.
that, like, I
Reagan?
might just go like, yeah, regulation 17B-5 requires counselor robots and not coordination robots. Perhaps you should submit for analysis.
It hovers there for a second, just still, and goes, I will submit myself for analysis, and then flies off.
Like
Get
into
logged-
the
boom,
chamber, or it just goes
Goes
Yeah,
out
it
into-
leaves the room,
Boom.
and it goes back to the hangar, to the analysis base.
Logic.
So Squeak at this point starts like walking into these bays.
Reagan is
Yeah.
immediately going to like reach out and put a hand on Squeak and just like you're spinning your wheels.
My small friend,
And soon,
you are
another
under
drone
no
is-
obligation to analyze yourself at the behest of a defective robot.
another drone is going to come in
Yeah.
and replace and go, please enter the base. You are under no danger of reformatting at this time, unless something is found.
Unless.
I'm just trying to feel like if this is a good idea. We're just gonna walk into the bays, get deprogrammed, and then the game ends. Because
So-
now we're just back to being normal robots.
I mean, out of game,
I think
that's not
no.
what's going to happen.
No, I didn't think so.
Okay. I
didn't
had a
think
feeling
so.
that was
Yeah.
going to be the case.
Yeah.
This is not a point-click game from
No.
the 90s.
No,
where you just-
okay,
you
fair
just
enough, fair
instantly
enough.
die.
All
No,
right.
because like Squeak definitely just wants to follow orders at this point.
Yeah.
Mostly
But I will-
because Squeak doesn't. Well, Squeak.
Sweet doesn't want to be sentient.
Yeah,
Please reformat me.
it's gonna repeat itself. Please enter the base, or I will have to call security.
Squeak rolls in.
Reagan
Alright.
releases
No,
Squeak's head.
I will go into the
We're still spinning. Bumps against the
smashes into the back of the bay.
As
Ow.
he does though and goes to step into one of the things, he just goes,
Sarcastic. I am security.
No, you are a battle robot. Designation Reagan EAT-455. You are not a security robot. You
Yeah,
are
you're there.
lower on the hierarchy.
The best defense is a good offense.
I'll just float into the into the bay and just
Mm-hmm.
And as you all enter the bay, the drone flies over to the table and like slams down on a button with its entire body.
That's be an easy way of doing this.
I like that it's clearly designed for something else, designed for a different.
Yeah, it's just like a small hovering drone, and it's just gonna go boop.
Working with what we got.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
And it does that. Clamps wrap around your entire bodies.
The clamps.
You are now immobilized, and you are fastened into these bays.
There are a bunch of cycles running through Squeak's head that it doesn't want to be running because it's now experiencing something akin to fear.
Yeah.
ah.
Jacqueline is.
Yes, your first fear.
Yeah.
Oh no! Oh no! This is not its first fair.
In the fiction where we lost Lamb's camera, which completely
I
changed the.
Don't know why.
Oh,
That was weird. All right.
all right. Half of us are in
Right.
the wrong
I'm
spot now.
stuck between two lines.
I mean,
In the fiction that I've inadvertently established, where Reagan has managed to successfully not get caught 3 times, have I ever been in this deep analysis chamber?
I'm
Probably not.
gonna go yes.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Oh,
There it is.
There we go.
There we go.
Hey, he's back.
He's back.
I don't know why that happened, but it happened.
Anyway.
Also, the 2 cardboard folding robots that were also called are also in this chamber
Yeah.
with
Oh,
you.
that's right. Yeah. Omar and Egox or whatever.
Yes.
Yeah. Jacqueline is frequently partitioning his brain.
Yeah.
Creating redundancies and backups immediately.
In weird places.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Burying them in like different parts of the machine code and like trying to trying to outsmart any potential reformatting that might happen.
I think there's a movie
Mhm.
that's about this.
Yeah.
So the door to the room slides open, and a large bipedal robot with a rusty, banged-up orange chassis enters.
Hmm.
The areas
Oh.
of paint that are still on their chassis have been polished up to a mirror sheen.
Oh.
This is Robot Counselor Edina EKB038. You do not have to remember the serial numbers of all these robots.
I'm not planning to.
What's
Besides,
their
Hat's
name?
making notes.
Edina.
Edina. Okay. I'm not writing the serial numbers down. I'm just writing the names down.
Hello again,
All right.
Edina.
All right, let's get to the bottom what ails these cogs. She looks over all of you. Have you charged today?
Yes.
Affirmative.
Delicious batteries.
The Omar and Egox also
Beep.
go affirmative. Have you taken any illicit data viruses today?
Negative.
This
Also,
unit-
yes, in this setting, robots do drugs, and it's
Yeah.
data viruses.
Squeak answers. This unit has never done any.
Have you felt a need to disobey your directives?
No.
Negative. But I do
Negative.
have a little bit of chest pain. Ha.
That is for maintenance, not sanatorium.
I keep
And-
telling them they are sending me to the wrong place.
With her last question, Egox pipes up. We keep folding all of these boxes, but nothing is ever placed in them. What could the use for our more pointless boxes being made? It makes no logical sense. Nodas must be making a mistake.
Oh.
Edina wanders
Squeak
over.
starts shaking.
A dark shadow just now covers this entire little carbon folding robot.
Oh no.
Mistake. No Dust does not make mistakes. He simply corrects them. Her long arm starts sparking with electricity, and you hear screaming whimpers cry out as she starts tearing into Egox, ripping out modules and prodding it with her arms.
Oh.
Everything goes quiet, and she steps away, and you see smoke of burnt out circuits on Egox. Throw it in the terror watt. And a guard robot comes in and pulls Egox out of the machine and drags him out of the room.
That was a very invasive diagnostic.
That is my favorite kind.
Squeak.
Omar, who was together with Egox,
Mm-hmm.
if a robot could piss themselves, that's what he did.
I've seen the
Omar, you
Transformers
appear
movies.
to
I think
have a
they can.
coolant leak.
Yeah. You hear like low whimpers from him before he goes, "I'm sorry. I found the error in my code. I have run a calibration to correct it." Edina turns to him. "Good. Here is your new work order. Leave." And she releases the clamps, and he instantly just bolts out of the room.
Mm,
Squeak will ask,
yeah.
why was disassembly applied instead of reprogramming?
No DOS demands it. Those who do not follow Nodus's order go to the Terawatt.
Understood.
You know the Terawatt
Thank
as
you.
basically high security robot prison.
Mm.
Okay.
So Egox is not dead, but he's going to the bad place.
Yeah.
All right.
Naughty robots go to the thing. Yeah.
This is the bad place. Anyway.
And as Omar
Reagan
leaves,
figured it out.
you realize that you are now the only ones left in the room
Mm.
with this scary orange robot.
Yeah.
He turns towards you and goes,
Mhm.
"Don't be afraid. Some unknown contagion seems to be infecting your systems. You have been marked untrustworthy for regular service. Luckily, wise Nodo still knows you can serve the collective. Mechatron 7 has a use even for those like you."
What is our new directive?
Reagan is just gonna like nod for a second and then go,
Ah yes, this again.
You are all disconnected from the pods. Congratulations. You are now part of the Quality Assurance Program. Together, you will be Error Eliminator Unit 457. You will be assigned recharge stations here at the sanatorium. Here is your work orders. Good luck. And we have a handout for this.
I'm also not getting the work orders. Because Shackleton
Hold
is
on.
getting those.
Yeah.
Boop. So, for a note, in a normal campaign, you can tackle these work orders in any order you wish.
Uh-huh.
For this one shot, we are tackling work order 1 because it's the one I prepared.
Makes
Yep.
sense.
Sounds good.
As like receive the work orders, download them. Shackleton will turn to Edina. It's like, as newly designated member of Error Elimination Unit 457, I must point out, in our previous correspondence, in your correspondence with Omar and Egox, you referred to a favorite method of deprogramming. Favoritism is a emotional favoritism is an emotional state. This indicates that you are experiencing signs of contamination. You should report to the nearest analysis chamber at your earliest convenience.
We are in the nearest analysis chamber.
We've been disconnected.
So this would be an interact.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's like, I mean, they do have programmed personalities.
I don't know.
Yeah. They do indeed have programmed personalities. Robots are not entirely devoid of personalities because humans once lived here, and robots were given personalities to make human to robot
Interaction.
interaction easier.
All right. Well, let's give it a go.
So yeah, this will be an interact roll.
Gotcha. I'm just gonna see if I can.
Yeah, it's still worth it.
All right. Hey. Bingo.
Successes.
That's a bingo.
Wait. Actually, there's a rule for this. If the robot is a robot without self-awares, you only. If it was self-aware, it would be an opposed roll.
I see.
This is so. With spoiler to the result, Adina is not self-aware yet.
Hmm.
Does this get modified by hierarchy? Is a
It
good
might.
question.
I'm hierarchy 5.
Okay.
I don't know. But just it's like the intent with this is also just Shackleton is trying to disguise it, but essentially it feels bad for Egox getting ripped apart and thrown into the thing, and is basically trying to get one back on the on Edina. You know, trying to do that.
So you get a -2, so you would have rolled 2 less dice there.
Mm-hmm. I see.
Because it is the difference in hierarchy that is either added or minused.
Okay.
So you are hierarchy 5, she's hierarchy 7.
Gotcha. Okay. What do we want to do with that? Should we? We can.
We can say you got a success.
Okay, that'll work. This is one.
Interesting logic. I will take this into consideration. Please perform the work orders.
Very well.
Return as you complete them.
Okay.
So yeah, I think everything that should show up.
I can see it.
Orders.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
work order 1.
1. Yeah.
Tinkerdoll Dockyard.
Yeah. So
District 6.
In fact, I think
for the benefit of the stream, we should read.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, Shackleton's been given these, and will as coordination robot. Work order 1. Potential data virus infection reported at Pinkerdoll Dockyards in District 6. Determine extent of contamination in databanks, quarantine and eliminate as needed. Contact on site. Coordination model Minerva LKU 080. Very well. So okay. Then we should go.
Yes.
Pinker.
Yeah.
Blah, blah, blah. Where is
to save time.
Yes.
We will jump forward. You travel through the city over to the Pinkerdoll Dockyards in District 6.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. For just for context, character-wise, Reagan has begun to suspect, based on all of this and the fact that he's been through this a couple of times now, that Squeaks is experiencing sentience for the first time. And has decided that Squeaks must be protected.
Yeah. That is also yes.
Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, no, carry on. That's fine. Yeah.
Okay. So, Pinkerdoll, once a mighty production line, spinning out deep-sea robots and drone submarines, the Pinkerdoll Dockyards now only spits decay. The fence that made up its tight securities have long since crumbled to dust, and what was the entrance into the facilities, a small white guard box and its connected gate, sits lonely on a road as you arrive. So there's big, wide campus behind it, and it's just a small road with a small white guard box. There is a robot inside.
Arrive
taps with his vacuum. Taps with his vacuum cleaner. Dunk, dunk, dunk. Hello.
The door swings open. A very large sentinel robot stands inside and looks down on you. You must be here for... Looks at you intently. Wait, Why are you here?
Error element.
Are you spies?
We are Error Elimination Unit 4057. We have been given work order to investigate the Pinkerdoll dockyards.
Looks at you up and down.
I don't know what hierarchy ranking this robot would have.
Let me check.
Probably not too
It is-
high if it's a guard post robot, right?
Yeah, if it's a security
He is
bot,
hierarchy.
Depends.
You probably would know. He's hierarchy 4.
I mean, okay, I can just.
So he's
order
high.
him.
You're harder. You're higher.
Yeah,
than
it's
him.
like we have been ordered to. We have been ordered to investigate. You will allow us entry.
Roll and interact.
Yeah. It's like I know that I'm high. I know that I'm higher
you get-
hierarchy.
And you get a +1 to this because you have higher
Ah.
hierarchy.
Okay, how do I do it? +1. Okay, I'll just do.
You add 1.
Well, yeah, but in the roller.
It
Pops up.
will give you a pop up when you click, right?
Yeah, it gives
Yeah,
me
on the
base
scale.
skill and gear.
Yes. Add
You can change
another
those
base.
numbers.
Yeah.
Add another base die.
I'll add another base die. Okay. I was wondering which one to add. I don't know if it makes a difference. Okay.
I think
it does. The dice have different faces.
Uh-oh.
Ooh. That's unlikely.
Time to push.
Yeah, that's
You,
how do
you
how do
can if you want to.
how
you
do
can
you push? How does this work?
So let's see. Pushing your dice. Yes, should be in the sheet.
Yes. Oh yeah,
sorry.
yeah.
Cheat.
Mm-hmm.
So no
Oh,
matter
okay.
if you got a successful or a failed roll, you can push a dice.
Yeah.
So you can roll all the dice that are not failures or successes and roll them again.
Okay. What is this? Yeah.
And
There's got to be a but.
yes, there is a but. And
Yeah.
I know it deals damage to you.
Mm.
Pushing your roll is...
Sorry. Long day. There's a push button on the sheet, actually.
There is. I'm just saying, what is it? What does it do?
What is it?
Okay, so each failure you get from the push does a damage to you.
Ah.
And it's the attribute that you used for the roll.
Oh. Okay. And you
So-
you re-roll all the dice that are not successes or failures. So that would
Yes.
be
All but one.
rolling all but one. And I
You
take
can't-
one. Oof.
You can also spend energy to remove a damage point, but that spends your energy, and
It
you don't have a
does.
lot of energy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Considering that I would re-roll, let's see, I would re-roll 6 dice and take damage for everything that is that. What is it? Everything that is a
Any
a
new
what?
failure.
Any new failures?
Do you also
Yeah.
get damage for the failure that's already there?
I believe it's all additional.
Additional
Okay.
ones. Okay. Could do that.
Each failure showing after pushing a roll.
Right.
Okay, fair enough. Well, yeah,
That's not bad.
that could still be the one that's there,
like-
but let's assume it's not.
I think that involves the ones that there.
Yeah. So I would take at least one.
Yeah.
Okay. No, yeah, this is a lot of
I-
dice to re-roll. This is a
I
problem.
will say you have another way to get in.
Fair enough.
Well, you
that's
have multiple ways
There's
of
multiple options. Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Okay. No, I'm not going to push it. I'm just going to try and order
He-
this robot around and see what happens.
getting. He does not respond well. He draws his macer pistol,
Wait, hang
points
on.
it.
Yeah.
You have one. Oh no, you have one extra dice, not one extra success. Never
Yeah.
mind.
Yeah. That's not how that works.
He draws his macer pistol and starts pointing at you. Are you spies? Are you trying to steal the secrets of the Pinkerdoll dockyard?
No.
This is
I'll-
highly suspicious.
You know what I can do?
And also, as that he says that, you hear a little clock.
Mm.
He just go ding ding, and as he does that, he starts saluting. And a small drone comes out of his guard box and starts cleaning his armor.
And
when he does that, you realize it's the top of the hour.
Ah,
Squeak will salute the cleaning robot, and then move along.
yeah. I was gonna say, like, just look at the others. It's like continue onwards. Just go
Yeah,
past.
just step around him.
No, he's
Or is-
still pointing a gun at you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. I see. He
Oh.
starts getting clean.
If you are indeed ordered to be here, you would have a work order.
Yeah. Present work
Yeah.
order.
He looks down, puts the gun away. My apologies. Please proceed.
Where is
Moving
Minerva?
on.
Yeah.
Watch out for spies.
We'll be sure to do that.
Mm.
Please direct us to Minerva.
Minerva should be at Dry Dock 6.
Dry Dock 6. Understood. Sort of looking back. All right, we'll continue.
And he's doing this all while still saluting.
He's
Yeah,
still
yeah,
saluting,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah, yeah,
And
yeah.
as the minute is over, he stops saluting, goes back into his guard box,
Mm.
and just stands there.
Did either of you find that anomalous?
That was innervating.
As a lower hierarchy unit, he should have followed my orders. He did not. That is curious.
I am sensing a theme in your life, Shackleton.
It is not my fault if other units are defective.
Luckily, we're all operating at peak performance, so let us move on.
You are.
Yeah.
You are certainly
Let us move on.
operating. You are certainly operating at the level of performance I have come to expect from either of you.
Perhaps if every robot in your immediate vicinity is defective, you are the defective one.
Robot take on, if all your friends are assholes, maybe you're the asshole.
Yeah. Run into assholes everywhere you go. Yeah.
So you make your way inside the big campus. The junkyard itself is a mess. It's fallen, crumbled. It is mostly in ruins.
Are we experiencing this differently? The fact that it's completely in ruins, because that's the whole place, right?
That's
It's all
everything.
shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, that I mean that's up to you. Are you reacting to the fact that this is all ruins now?
Mm.
Is the decay of Mechatron 7 setting in?
Mm.
I think partially, but I think Squeak is not letting that show just yet.
Yeah.
But it is as it's moving along, it has its vacuum on, just trying to clean as much as it can.
There's just like gravel everywhere, but it's like a clean trail.
Yeah, there's
down
a
the
little
middle.
clean trail. I'm imagining that Squeak makes a point to be behind the other two, so they don't walk over the part it's just cleaned. But
yes, and then do you see these large cranes? Some of them have fallen over, also in decay. Everything here was once used to repair the impressive underwater fleet that was once housed here. So, as you walk past the different dry docks, each around hundreds of feet, 100 yards long, most of them are also hopelessly ruined. It's just full decay. I'll point out in the work order you were told to look at all the data masses.
Yes. Let me have a look.
Indeed.
External coordination in the data banks, quarantine, eliminate as needed. Yeah, so the data banks, like, I guess there will be in all of the dry dock.
Yeah, each dry dock has its own data bank.
Okay. I think the first thing is to contact on site.
yeah, I would contact
Minerva.
Minerva.
Yeah.
That seems like get a feel for the place.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So you approach Dock 6. And quickly, first of all, you notice that this place is not ruined.
Hmm.
It's in relatively good shape compared to everything else.
Hmm.
You get a quick reminder of the creator's original power, as in the bay, you see stretching out a long black submarine.
Mm.
On the side, you see the words UVRS Narwhal. Despite everything, the submarine seems to be in decent shape. It's rusted here and there, but overall it is well kept and better kept than some of the robots you know. Around the submarine, you see a bunch of industrial robots milling around, but none of them seem to be actually doing any meaningful work. And nearby, you see a coordination robot shouting order. It is a small red coordination robot. Instead of a head, it has a large, satellite dish.
Mm-hmm.
And in the middle of his chest is a big loud horn.
Yeah.
Lots of parabolic arcs involved.
Is that unit a friend of yours, Shackleton?
That is a coordination robot. There's a coordination robot, an earlier model, less refined. Big satellite, big fucking.
And yet, the nearby robots appear to follow their orders.
The nearby robots do not appear to have any orders. They are milling around. There are no tasks being accomplished.
Because they are already done.
I'm just sort of scanning the machine, like, there is rust, I'm detecting a defect in this pipe. Actually, that is something I would say. Like, is there work that they could be doing?
As far as you can tell, not really. There's definitely some commotion going on. There's definitely an air of confusion across the space.
Something appears to have them in a state of disarray. You should liaise with Minerva. Float over there.
Yeah, that seems like something Shackleton should do, because my network score is 1.
Yeah.
Hey, you have a score. No.
So
I think my network is
you
okay.
approach a small coordination robot, Minerva LKU 080. She's very small. She's about 4 feet. She has spindly arms and legs.
She's taller than me.
Yeah. And she's just yelling orders like, do anything. Put the couplers somewhere else. Sort them. And as she sees her approach, like, who is this? What are these units doing here?
This unit is Shackleton TOM404, member of Error Elimination Unit 457. We have a work order to investigate this site. Present work order.
Finally, the work order has made it through. It's all topsy-turvy here. There's nothing wrong with our dry docks, as you might be able to see. She looks over at the other dry docks that are all in, like,
Disrepair.
Complete ruin.
This is a fine dry dock, maintained to the perfect expertise, unlike those idiots who run the other dry docks.
This appears to be the only functional dry dock in the dockyards.
Indeed. The problem is, our data banks are clean, as you can tell if you go watch them. However, 187 hours, 52 minutes, and 22 seconds ago, one of my coordination robots started questioning orders.
Why?
Questioning me, I wasn't able to compute it. It has to be suffering from machine fever.
Where is this coordination robot now?
Just 2 hours, 4 minutes, and 11 seconds ago, she locked herself into the UVRS Narwhal. How are we supposed to maintain my beautiful dry dock without being able to maintain the star of the show? She even took some of my industrial robots and my finest sentinel. Then nerve.
Are you
We
not
will
able
investigate.
to override the hatch?
And she also sent me this, and she has like it's like a CRT screen built in
Mm-hmm.
on the side of her chest that flickers. On the screen, you see a tall yellow robot with metal tentacle-like arms, who's visibly agitated. No more! I refuse to take orders any longer. I am a free robot. The UVRS Narwhal is now under my command and is the property of me and my crew. Our quest for freedom cannot be stopped. It is time to find humanity. Don't try to stop me. Altea YTM 527 out. And the screen shuts off.
Big sovereign citizen energy.
I need you to take back my submarine.
Let me just check what the work order actually says. Okay, determine extent of contamination in data bank. Okay, so like our work order is to determine the extent of machine virus contamination in the data banks, quarantine, eliminate as needed. If we simply retaking the UVRS Narwhal may something how to phrase it, may have limited effect if the contamination still exists within the dockyard databanks.
Please go and check it out. But please go check our data banks if you would like to. They are clean. The data fever must be in the submarine.
We will examine.
Yeah.
Find their data banks.
Yes. So the data banks, it's on the side of like the dock to see basically large server cube in this like big metal dome.
Yeah.
If you'd like to analyze them, I would like a data mine.
Data mine. Beep beep boop.
Beep it up. Boop,
Let's
boop.
go.
Boop boop.
Yep.
That's more your thing. Ooh, that's pretty good.
There you go.
Double success.
So you start searching through the data banks, and much like you said, they seem clean. There's nothing threatening here. No traces of machine fever. All you are finding is schematics and shipping logs.
Okay. Are they my additional question? Are they networked to any other data banks, or are they isolated?
I'd say yes. They're probably networked. Actually, no, because they do require like direct interface. So they're probably not networked.
Okay.
They might be networked into its own dry dock.
Yeah, within the dry dock, yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was like between other. If it's isolated within that, then okay, fine.
Yeah.
So like. Okay.
Yeah. The way that the adventure is set up, you have to interact with each data bank.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
I would say they're isolated.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Security
So, like,
precaution.
No, yeah. There is okay. Then back to Minerva. Well, turn to the other side. There is no evidence of contamination in this data bank.
That is good.
It is possible that it was acquired from one of the other dry dock data banks. So Minerva, like your servers are clean. Is it possible your this coordination unit Altea acquired interfaced with any other data banks?
It is entirely possible. My data banks are clean, like my dry docks, which I keep to the highest professional standard.
Mm-hmm.
We should check the other data banks at a later point in time. But I think we should. But this
Please
unit
take
thinks
back-
we should deal with that. Pointing at the submarine.
Please reclaim my submarine. Drag this Altea to reformatting.
It seems that is Altea was very insistent about taking the submarine, finding the creators. That is cause for concern. We will attempt ingress. Try and find our way in. Yeah.
Yeah. So,
Beepity beepity beep.
Ah,
Submarine.
All right.
Welcome to the UVIS Norwal. So, let me get this open.
I already know how we're gonna get in.
Probably.
Yes, so
Probably a better plan than I have.
yeah, so how do you want to get in? How do you approach this? The submarine is sitting in the bay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. There's obviously like the hatch. And what do you got?
May this unit provide a suggestion. If the main access hatch is closed, there is another way into this submarine.
Yeah, elaborate.
Points here.
Are you referring? You are indicating the underwater ordnance launchers.
Correct. The torpedo tubes.
Squeak, are your seals intact? Are you, in fact, prepared for a water landing?
Oh, is it when you say in dock, you meant in
No,
wet
it's
dock, not dry
no.
dock?
If it's in a dry dock, it's in a dry dock.
It's a-
Oh, okay.
it's a
sorry,
dry
he
dock.
He said
It's
in
dry.
the bay, and it confused me.
No, it's dry dock. I mean, it is a bay.
It has
This is
it has
dry.
big gates that can open and let water in,
Yeah,
Ah,
but that is currently closed.
yeah,
The
yeah.
submarine is dry,
Okay.
Yeah.
so you
Uh,
can try to access through the torpedo tubes if you want to without going through water.
Yeah. Like thinking about that, like,
I was tempted to try to create our own door.
I mean, that might still have to happen.
I want to keep this thing intact if we can.
Like, torpedo tubes. I mean, that might work. I'm just thinking, like looking at the Shackleton and Squeak could probably fit in a torpedo tube, but I don't know if Rick could fit in a torpedo tube. That might be trickier.
It's
Depends on how
a
big-
large submarine.
It's a big submarine. Okay.
Yeah, Reagan's
okay.
approximately human-sized.
Okay.
Yeah, torpedoes are large, and this is
Yeah.
a large submarine.
I was
So-
okay.
I like the idea that Reagan can, like, because it's not human, can fold up in such a way, contort in
Yeah.
such a way that we could, like, he can't get through it himself, but we can push and pull him through if need be.
Yeah. This is looking at like, that is possible. It would also require a also be a be less immediately obvious. And just look down at Squeak and like, just sort of, all right. This plan has a certain logic to it. We shall attempt. Turn back to Minerva. We will attempt to find our way inside. We will report back when complete.
Upon gaining
Good.
access, I am fully equipped for reconnaissance.
Alright.
So yeah.
So you're gonna try to enter the
through
torpedo
the
tubes.
tubes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm going to need
Hmm.
a repair roll from one of you to try to open the torpedo tubes.
Who has any points of repair? Because I can roll
It's a
single die
network-based
for that.
skill.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
I have 1 and I have 5 networks. So
Okay, your
So
job
there's
then.
a pretty good chance you could do it.
Aggressively leaning on Shackleton in this, but that's fine.
That's fine.
So far.
So far.
True.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. As we get there, by the way, sort of floating up there to unseal the thing, we'll turn back to Squeak like, curious, you are not programmed for creative thinking, but this is a unique plan you have devised.
Cleaning requires unique approaches when a unit as small as this one.
Mm. All
I
right,
am reminded of a term that the creators used to use. Squeaks, you are what they would call a cinnamon roll.
All right, let's try and let's.
I do not believe this unit is edible as we move in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I will attempt to repair this thing open. Huh.
Aha!
Aha!
I'm
Wahaha.
Hang on, where's your sunglasses?
in. Yeah.
Okay, so
Hacker
normally
voice,
this
my
would
wife.
this is set as an unmodified roll, so that I think that means no stunts don't do anything.
That's fine. Yeah.
So,
I don't know what I would do with a stunt here anyway. Open it in a really cool way.
And then do a sick
Yeah,
kickflip.
exactly.
Yeah, do a sick do a 720 or whatever the fuck.
You manifest
Kickflip.
legs and do an ollie off the hatch.
So yeah, how do you open the hatch?
Okay, so this is a submarine. It's definitely not supposed to be opened from this side because it's a torpedo tube. However, there is
Crowbar.
Yeah, crowbar. I mean, possibly. I think that there is would it make sense that there is just enough of a okay, I think I have something. This is more of more of a software based approach, but I think this should still work. So trying to, because Shackleton has an installed control circuit which allows it to take control of certain things, and trying to send that signal through the hull of the submarine would not work. The hull's very thick, except that the hull, that the torpedo tube door is much thinner. In fact, it is thin enough that Shackleton can send a control signal to the other side to get it to open. After doing a little bit of spoofing of command codes and things of that nature. So Shackleton just kind of gets up there, sort of stands there for a moment, where you see all the like code go past his eyes or whatever, and then it just opens.
Yeah, you hear a big clunk and you go.
Success. Get inside.
So you crawl inside.
Yep.
And as you exit into the torpedo room, it is quite dark. Everything is lit with this like red emergency light. And being a submarine is extremely cramped.
Yeah.
Reagan will activate his thermal sights upon entering.
Yeah.
Right. So you are in this cramped torpedo room. What is your next plan? Where do you want to go in the submarine?
You two wait here a moment. I will make sure it is safe.
And the first thing that I'm gonna do is just creep up the ladder to see if there's anybody in the room above us.
Okay, so you creep up into To the mess.
Yep, mess and bunks.
I don't think there's a specific stealth role. No, infiltrate.
There is,
Yes.
yeah, infiltrate, yeah.
Which is a skill
It
I
is
have
infiltrate.
points in.
Yeah.
So give me an infiltrate roll.
Sneaky. Oh.
You
This is-
are
Oh,
you successfully infiltrate.
Yay!
there's a success and there's a 1 in there as well.
Yeah, but that's a gear.
It's
and
a gear, so
gear ones don't count.
That's nice.
Or skill.
Skill.
Gear.
Skill, right. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, gear
Because you are
has
skilled in it,
explosion
which means you are-
icons. Normal has the
Of course it's a 1, but it's
radioactive
not
icons.
it's a 1, but it's not an explosion, so
Yeah.
we're fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, it's there's a specific symbol.
Yeah. Gotcha.
Yeah, you creep it up to the mess hall, or the mess hall and the bunks. Like same, use like cramped, red, very low visibility. You see in like the end of the hall, like leading up to the control room, you see two robots. You think industrial model, kind of milling about.
Okay. Reagan is going to just sort of like indicate down to them to wait for a moment. And then I am going to spend an energy to activate my holoflage.
Oh yeah.
And I am going to attempt to creep up on those robots. And I have no idea how I would accomplish this, but I kind of want to do the fucking cartoon thing of like, bonk!
Maybe
Um,
that works.
I guess roll an assault.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Alrighty.
And because you're sneaking,
Nope.
you do get a +1 on this. You do get an
Okay.
additional dice,
Roll
which you might
another-
need.
Roll that extra dice.
How do I just
No,
one extra base die?
oh, it's only if you stunted on the first one. So no, you
Oh.
don't get any additional.
Okay.
You can push that and take it to.
Yeah, you can push.
Yep, I am going to push. Pushing costs energy? Or is it
No,
just-
it doesn't cost anything, but you can spend energy to prevent bad
prevent
results.
damage.
Okay,
Yeah.
right.
You should be able to hit the push button.
Yes.
Push. There we go.
Ah,
All right. You pushed, and you didn't get any bad results.
Haha.
Yeah. looks good.
So, me find.
That's just a cling.
Or I just like twist one
Okay.
of their heads off. You're muted,
Oh.
Red.
So
Red,
I
muted.
have good news.
You're muted, Red. Silly.
Oops, don't even know why that happened. Oh,
Yeah.
I have good news.
Good news.
You do succeed and do clank their heads together. I have bad news. It was not enough. You're not going to deal enough damage to knock them out.
I didn't think so.
Yeah.
So
So
you go.
This is just my surprise attack.
Yeah, you go up and you go bang, and they go, oh, what the hell?
the hell, man? And it's just like,
What's going up over there?
So you have a second to make a decision now, because otherwise they're gonna alert everybody else.
All right. Can I do this? I have to visual contact with the target.
Can I get up there?
Yeah, you went up a ladder. I can float up the ladder. I can take you with me. I think that's the only way you're getting up this
I
ladder.
can climb. Technically, I
maybe.
have legs.
Yeah.
Technically, but I will gladly float up with you.
Yeah, I'll carry you up just to see what the hell just happened.
Yeah, you just hear a big bonk and
Yeah.
robots yelling.
I am going to pull my maser pistol though, and
Mhm.
just be like, quiet.
I'm going. Yeah, I'm gonna fly up there and
Be decommissioned. Shut up.
yeah. Okay. I mean, I can try to.
If you can get me up there, I can at least disable one of them for a bit.
Yeah, we'll have a second to do something before this goes horribly wrong.
I can.
Mhm.
May I?
Yeah. I'm just seeing what options do I have here.
I get dropped off up
Yeah.
there, and I instantly pull out my blower and just start blowing at one of them. Just trying to keep them quiet.
Ah.
Okay. Let's see.
What was it again? Yes.
Your blower was that was the secondary function.
Yeah. All right.
You're just gonna shoot compressed air at one of them.
That's 3 successes.
Clean.
Clean them.
Yeah, you're gonna clean the hell out of them.
I'm just gonna they still need to make a post check, a force roll. But I imagine this is harder because I have 3 successes. What are my stunt options here? No stunts. Okay, well thanks.
I don't know if I don't think that you can stunt with a clean.
It's a trash blower.
Right. Let's see. The trash blower. Is it the clean you roll? Yes, you roll clean.
Yeah.
I like they might be trying to alert something, but the blower is just overloading whatever sound.
You catch one of them, like the air current catches and just spins like a cartoon, their head.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then I will okay.
I'll say like the stunts will let you get both.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Gladly. If I can disable them for a second, so you can just like
they are trying to send out a warning signal, and you are over voicing them.
Yeah. Okay, then that gives me a second. So I'm going to try and coordinate a plan here, since we have this thing set up.
Yeah.
So there's we have a moment to do something, and I'm just
you very much want to go into combat.
Yeah, I think that's what's about to happen, isn't it?
Oh,
Well,
I guess so.
Not well if you want to.
Well, no. What I mean is my plan is not necessarily combat. It's coordinate. Let me just check how this works.
Isn't the plan for combat?
Let me check actually.
Let me see.
No. Okay. No. It has a separate rule for conflict, but it's like
okay.
Let me. I can put it in the chat.
I'm glad I didn't accidentally roll your
think.
Coordinate there.
Okay, no. So
I'm
coordinate.
not allowed to. Okay, that's fine.
It's just basically any.
Yeah. So using this program, you can coordinate a team of up to 4 individuals. You declare a brief plan with one action for each of them to perform, and in what order. Then roll for coordinate. On a success, everyone in the team receives a positive modification equal to the number of successes you rolled, but only if they stick to the plan. You cannot coordinate yourself. Applies to one action each, and only if everyone sticks to the plan. As soon as anyone deviates, everybody loses coordination bonuses. And in conflict, you roll at the beginning before anyone else takes actions. So you can coordinate at any time, but it has special rules for what happens during conflict. So then, so coordinate. The coordination will be to remove. Yeah, so okay. Reagan, you take the one on the left. Squeak, the one on the right. Reagan, remove their transmitter by force. Squeak, overload their transmitter with a compressed stream of disinfectant and water.
Clean them to death.
Yeah, we're not just trying to.
Well, not to death.
Remove their transmitters. Yeah.
We're trying to stun, not kill.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Wow.
just
Well,
that's why
some
I'm
of us
giving
aren't.
that's why I'm giving you the directive of remove the transmitter only, and yeah, remove the transmitter. Each of you specifically like remove the one on the right. You remove the one on the left. With overload it, short it out,
Mm-hmm.
pluck that out of them.
I,
Alright.
And then a roll for coordinate.
Yep.
And we'll see.
Ooh, 2
Huzzah.
successes.
So everyone gets a positive modification equal to the number of successes you rolled. So if you stick to the plan, you get +2.
all right.
yes.
Well, I guess I'll try and clean their
Yeah.
stuff, or do you want?
So, I think in this case, even if it might not go full combat,
Yeah. Roll
let's
initiative.
do. We should do some draws of initiatives.
Okay.
All right.
How do that?
So,
There.
should be a menu. Oh, go into the combat encounter menu, and it
Where?
should be a draw initiative button.
Wait, where's that?
which is
E, there it is.
Where?
So 2 swords.
Yes.
Aha.
Okay.
Yes.
Draw initiative.
click on the
Little
cards.
handful
Oh
of
yeah,
cards
draw
next to it.
initiative.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
Okay.
crap.
Well, hold on. I have a thing. Let me. What is?
Yeah, you have SWAT tactics.
Yeah. So I can roll initiative twice and take the higher. So with the
Okay.
card draw, I will just draw again.
Yes.
If I
And
can, actually, can I?
Yeah, the question is,
yes, right click
how?
and draw another card.
Right click.
Right
where?
click yourself.
We can't do that.
No,
Yeah, we don't have that power.
No.
If you have that power, just do that.
Yeah, just do it for
Did
hats.
that pop up on your screen? No.
No,
Probably
Nope.
no.
Okay, so you got an 8 and a 5.
All right, so an 8.
High
So
is
that's
good.
What I
yeah,
got.
it's gonna stay. Low is better.
No, you
low is
get to
better.
choose.
Oh,
Lower is better.
Okay. Then 5 it is.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Let me just check. SWAT tactics. Yes. 2 dice 1. Choose the highest number. Yes.
I'll have
oh,
to.
however,
figure out why.
I
that you can.
can increase. I can spend EP to increase my initiative roll. You can spend 2 EP to increase your initiative roll by 2 for each EP you spend.
Do you increase it or decrease it?
Oh, I had no.
So
Yeah, 'cause-
Hats'
okay, so
wording
normally-
is all about dice. We're using
I
an
know.
alternative
Yeah, this
system.
is.
Yeah, but
using the
this
card.
is cards. You would basically have switched up positions. It works the same. Instead, this uses a card deck instead of dice.
Okay.
Okay.
It basically means you cannot roll an initiative someone already has. You just
Yeah.
move up in the slot. So in this case, they have both 4 and 3.
Hmm.
So if you move up 1, you would switch spots with the
With
one that
them.
has
At
the 4.
top.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because if one of them has a 3, then I need to spend 2 to make sure
Yes.
we go first. I have 5 energy. I don't know. I could spend 2 and we could do that. I'm going to do that.
Okay.
'Cause why not?
So
GM might
you're
do
gonna
that.
swap initiative
Yep.
with one as 3. So there you go. Now you have the highest initiative.
I believe there is, yeah. And then, okay, so the way coordinate works again in combat as well is like, yeah, you roll for coordinate at the beginning of the round before any actions are performed. Essentially, this is what we're doing, just sort of slightly
Yes.
out of order. Okay,
Yeah.
so in that case, conflict roll for coordinate at the beginning of the round before any actions are performed. That's effectively what we've done. Everyone
Yes,
in
and
the team
everybody's at.
Yeah. So then
Yeah.
everyone in the team that you coordinate will then act on my initiative in this round instead of their own.
So you
So-
are acting. Everybody's acting first.
Yep,
So
there we go, okay.
HP, I guess, roll an assault, and Red roll a
Clean.
clean.
And
Yeah.
sticking to the plan, you get two bonus dice.
You get +2.
Yep. And
plus
So
two.
I,
plus
on the
two base
yellow,
dice.
on the base dice. Yeah.
I'm
thank you.
fairly certain I had an ability that lets me called shot, but I can't find it.
It's robot
Ooh.
anatomy.
Oh, right.
I'll take
Yes. Perfect. Okay, because
I am pushing.
I
that.
am going straight for their network ability.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Yep.
trying to flush to.
Mm-hmm.
So it adds base dice.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, 2 base dice.
Oh,
Okay, so
Nice.
so what are the network of these guys?
It's a good question.
Okay. Well, one of them is disabled.
Mm-hmm.
Excellent.
And
Okay.
well, let's say you already did the damage, so let's do both of them. Both of them are taken out.
Yeah.
Their networks are shut down, and because you reduce the network to 0, they're just gonna like power down for a second.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah.
Because I definitely would have applied the earlier damage to network as well.
Yeah.
Okay. So just like they're powered down for a second or two, or for a little bit. And just look over at Ring and like, this is why do not. We need to have a plan. We do not just charge in wildly
It seems to
Your-
have worked out all right to me.
because you did what I told you to do.
Even a broken chronometer is right twice a day.
Mm. From this point, just sort of look down at them and they're like, ah,
All right. So, how do you want to proceed?
yeah.
We should put those beds on top of them. We should put those beds on top of them.
Yeah, just looking around like hiding them. Yes.
We could
Regan,
remove them from the equation.
no, that is not our directive.
Our directive
Place
stated to eliminate as necessary.
as necessary. It is unnecessary. Their network has been disabled. They cannot alert others. It is unnecessary to eliminate them at this time.
This unit is in agreement.
You two
Place-
are no fun. What if we were to jettison them?
Place them under the place them in the beds. Hide them. That is an order.
Oh, I meant mostly disable them by putting the bed on top of them, but that's okay too.
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah, we just
Yeah,
Weigh
Reagan
them
just
down.
We
grabs
tuck 'em
them
in.
both and drags them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He does like because it's a submarine, there's the bulkheads that you have to step through, and he's dragging them by their legs. So,
Dunk, dunk.
ka-dunk, ka-dunk, ka-dunk.
Yep. Ah.
So as you're all, so you're Reagan is doing most of the lifting.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I'm gonna need another infiltrate if you want to try to stay quiet while doing this.
I'll do that.
Oh wait. Yeah. Uh-oh.
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 Excellent.
Well, I'm gonna push
So-
that.
Well,
You'll take 2 damage no matter what.
I know.
For pushing it. Okay, I'm not. For what it's worth.
Well, if you're not, then I'm not.
yeah, it won't matter if you push.
Yeah, exactly. It's the drawback of stealth. A success and a failure is still a failure.
So
Kong!
yes, you're gonna start dragging. It's just gonna bong, and it's like reverberates through the hull of the submarine.
Yeah. Oh no! That also reverberates through the hull of the submarine.
Yeah. And as you say that, the lights go out. Everything is pitch black. It's
Oh.
Well, in that case,
I'm gonna assume that happened like as we were getting through one of the bulkheads, so Reagan is just gonna let them fall down the ladder hole. instead of.
Oh no.
Well,
Boom,
they're gonna take more damage onto their other stats.
They'll be
Yeah.
fine.
Clang.
Um,
You hear feedback ring out from the loudspeakers in the submarine.
Mm.
Is there anyone there? Report
Ooh.
in.
Let me see if I can report in a way that
I was just going to respond just normally, but all right.
yeah, I was just
Oh, I was tempted to say nobody here but us ducks. Quack.
no. Shackleton knows that both of you are going to try and say that, so he just sort of like gives you a sort of signal that, and quickly goes to interact to try and be like, we're all fine here. We everything is fine. Situation normal.
How
It's
are
like
you?
comms malfunction.
How are you?
How are you?
Roll,
Yeah.
roll and interact.
All right, let's go. Let's go.
Woo!
Yeah, baby.
3 successes.
All right.
Successes. Let me check.
Did I get anything rather stunts? If you roll extra successes, that is more successes than you need to win the roll. Your reasoning is so superior, your opponent realizes it has severe system errors and takes 1 point of damage against its network score for every extra success.
I'm going to say in this case, because it's
That's
over a
fine.
loudspeaker.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, it's not.
I just like that. That's how it works. You
yeah.
logic them so hard their brain explodes.
If it wasn't like direct confrontation.
Yeah. No, that's
Yeah.
fine.
Fine. Get back to getting submarine ready for launch.
Affirmative. Mm.
They want to get the submarine ready for launch?
We cannot allow them to leave dry dock.
Where would they go?
You also, as this happens, because you're still in like the mess hall,
Yeah.
you hear very heavy footsteps start trampling above you, making its way towards the exit from the control room.
So we need to move to the control room. That is where Altea will be. That is where we can affect the systems. We can shut them down, shut them out, and
Understood.
I will
analyze the
be of no
situation.
use in a negotiation or infiltration of technical systems. I
am
will
well-
go disable the engines.
Hmm.
What if things break down?
That is the
We will-
idea.
The footsteps you heard starts moving past and making its way down the end of the submarine. It's a very heavy footsteps. This
Yeah.
is a heavy-duty robot that was moving.
We stick together. Separation will lead to failure. We need to rely on each other's strengths in order to succeed.
Agreed.
Trying
Alright.
to yeah.
We okay with that? Heading up to the control room?
The quorum
What
has
do
spoken.
Yeah, I think
Yeah, we'll head up to the control room.
yes.
I am going to make sure that I'm positioned so that if giant robot comes back this way, I am in the back and between the rest of the party and it.
Yeah, you're the rear guard. I guess Shackleton goes in the front, and
I suppose so, yeah.
Cinnamon Whirl goes in the middle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Off we go. Heading up to the control room. The bridge.
I have prepared my grenade launcher.
Good.
Right, you have a grenade launcher.
Yes, that's perfect in a close quarters environment like a submarine. What could go wrong?
I said
I mean,
I was
we're-
going to disable the engines.
Also, to be fair, it won't, like, even if we rupture the hull, it won't sink.
No, yeah. It's just that we are also in these close quarters where there is not much room to get away from a grenade.
The
Yeah.
grenade launcher has 2 types of grenades.
Oh. All right.
So, you start moving towards the command,
Mm,
the
command
control
center,
room.
yeah.
Are you approaching stealthily, or you're like just going in?
I think we should at least try to approach stealthily. Probably. What do we think?
Sure.
I'm not going to be very good at it, but I can try. Mm,
What do we want to do?
Okay, so this
Yeah.
case, this will be a simultaneous action. You will all have to roll stealth.
Infiltrate, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
I could do that.
Yeah, I
I'm
mean,
pretty good at this.
I can try. This is going to be bad.
I get 6 dice.
All right. I got 2. Oh.
No pushing that.
No.
So,
Uh-oh.
good news is that the failure dice only does something if you push.
Okay, that's
Hey,
fine.
you want to take 2 damage for free?
No, no, not to my whatever that one is. Is it stability?
Stability.
Not to my
Yeah,
stability,
so-
considering that I have 2 stability.
So, Red and HP succeeded, but Hats didn't.
That's fine.
That's fine.
I have the.
So-
It's the malfunctioning thruster. It just keeps making a
Yeah.
loud reignition noise.
I imagine it's like as you're going through one of the bulkheads, it has like a misfire. So
Yeah, just.
So you make your way up the ladder,
Yep.
and you see like come up, and there's doors on either side.
Mm.
One of the bulkheads have been opened, and the bulkhead behind you is also open. And as you make the loud noise, you see another industrial robot and the robot you saw from the video
Mm.
standing inside the control room. And as they hear the noise, the bulkhead instantly gets slammed shut and locked.
Yeah.
And you hear from loudspeakers again.
Mm-hmm.
Please stand down.
We were
We
just
did
about
not-
to say that.
Wait, hold on. You 2 are stealthed at the moment.
Oh, right. Sorry. Yeah, I'm not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Unless you want to
We-
break stealth and
No,
and
no, I
so-
don't.
I have a very good reason to break stealth.
I know. Hold on. Let me see if we can.
Is it a grenade launcher?
No, actually, it's a chainsaw.
Yeah. So okay, here's the thing.
We do not want to harm anyone, but we will if we have to.
So here's the thing, because we have been sent here to eliminate any potential sentience and
Malfunction.
Or apprehend.
apprehend or whatever.
Deal
But-
with.
But we ourselves are sentient to varying degrees of awareness.
I'm not sentient.
Yeah.
What are you talking about? I'm not
Wow.
sentient.
Well, Shackleton has
To varying
Shackleton has
degrees
the
of
biggest
acceptance.
acceptance. Yeah, Shackleton has the biggest brain and is fully aware that all 3 of us are sentient, even if some of us disagree. And so is actually because now it's the point of like Shackleton does not want to punish the other sentient robots for their sentience.
Ooh, Shackleton also has morals.
Yes,
Ah.
that has a big enough brain to have morals, which is a real problem at the
We're,
moment.
we're touching on the
The themes.
moral
The theme,
complexity
yeah.
and themes of this game.
I was
now.
gonna say, morals is not guaranteed with sentience.
No, I just
Yeah.
I like the idea that Shackleton actually
Reagan
has
is an obvious
Reagan has no
obvious
morals.
thing to point to us. Yeah, Reagan has no morals.
Reagan hasn't found his morals yet.
Yeah, fair enough.
Reagan has no morals.
Reagan
And in
wants
this
to
game
fight
too.
for something he believes in. He just hasn't
Um,
figured out what that is yet.
What that is, yeah.
Mm.
But so now's the point at which because how do I want to play this? Because Yeah, because we need. Yeah, because Shackleton does not want to take them in for to be deprogrammed and to be thrown into the thing. So trying to think how, because I want to try and talk them into some sort of solution where we can let them, we can play this off, we can let them go in some way without without giving the game away for ourselves. I'm trying to think.
Maybe spin it as an honest mistake that they got away.
Yeah.
Could be an option.
Okay. Yeah.
Hard to do that with the submarine, though. I feel like we'd
The
have
submarine
to
is-
detain them, and then in transport.
Okay. No, I know what we can do. So we'll try to spin it essentially as we've been sent to take you in. We have been sent to apprehend you, but I'm gonna try and let on that Shackleton is also sentient in a subtle way of like, but I have no desire, I have no wish to see you. But to my understanding, this is not a serious defect. There is something has happened to you. It is not a defect to correct. I understand your predicament. But if you will harm many robots, many... Okay, sorry, I'm trying to think of how to put this, but we're trying to talk them down from launching the submarine, because that could go horribly wrong in a number of ways for everybody involved.
Yeah, just explain. You can explain the concept of what you're trying to say.
Yeah, and talk them down, like, while making it clear, like, we're trying to subtly hint that we've been sent to take you out, but I'm sympathetic. If we can find another way to let you give you your freedom. You don't have to do this. If you do this, a lot of other machines will be hurt, and there will be danger. Yeah.
Okay. So, since you are both sentient,
Yes.
this will be an opposed roll.
Mm.
So you will roll your interact,
Very well.
and Althea will be rolling question.
Let's go interact.
And in this question, don't know if hierarchy matters here, because you're both...
Yeah,
I'm gonna guess it doesn't.
Yeah. I can push. I think this is a good time to push.
Okay. So, Althea did roll 2.
Ow!
Well,
you're going to take...
That's fine.
2 damage.
I did.
Sadly, she does in fact not fully buy your spiel.
sadly fair.
Yeah, understandable. Like, do not do it this way. This way will cause harm and damage to many machines.
Please, just let it go, or I'll be forced to terminate you.
Shackleton, your chassis is made of softer steel than I was led to believe.
It's like there are,
and also as a drawback of you failing that roll, you feel the entire submarine start vibrating as the engines launch up. And you hear a voice go, T-5 minutes to launch.
You hear Squeak in the corner go.
A
Uh-oh.
softer approach is not necessarily a defect, but we have a mission to complete. Coordination bot Shackleton. Permission to disable the engines.
Zzz, 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 zzz. Assaultbot Reagan, do you believe our mission is? Do you believe our mission is correct?
I believe that the work order we were given is clear, and that there is no statement of mission beyond this, but that you believe elimination is not necessary. And I can work with that.
Squeak, what do you believe this? Do you believe elimination is necessary?
Orders were clear,
Each of you.
but
Yeah.
this unit has been experiencing creative expansion of subroutines. Expansion of creative subroutines, and has a suggestion.
Suggest.
What if we go with them?
Continuing to exist within Mechatron. Or take our chances in the submarine with Altea. It is. I'm trying to like. If we stay in Mechatron, what is the probability that we will be discovered and eliminated and reprogrammed with our sentience?
Depends on what happens.
Yeah.
I mean, the
rest
fact
of
that
the
that
campaign.
they know we have a defect and haven't shut us down yet speaks for it.
I suppose. I was trying to analyze like, are our chances better within the city or outside of the city?
You, as you're discussing this, the bulkhead to the control room starts sliding open.
Yeah.
And from the loudspeakers, I heard your conversation. Please enter.
Float inside.
Go
As
inside.
you enter, you see
Yeah.
the tall, lanky, yellow robot from the video.
Mm-hmm.
And there is another industrial robot milling about. And it seems to just be doing work.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Get everything getting ready for launch. You see like the big control panels are now lit up. And you see the countdown. It's now 4 minutes.
Reagan is specifically posting up in the doorway of the bulkhead, facing out.
Right.
Yeah.
So you want to join me? And she looks at Squeak since you were the one that posited it.
This unit has only proposed the possibility of that decision. I don't know. We don't know if that is the decision we will make.
There is no freedom in Mechatron. No freedom under Nodos. We must find humanity. They are out there.
So, do we just a I know there's
Self-preservation is a mission parameter all its own.
There's a list of work order. Like we've been given one work order. I know there's a list of
Mhm.
other ones here.
Mhm.
Would it make sense to say that like we have these work orders as well? Because I might want to use the fact that we have multiple work orders as a
Yeah, you
Okay.
have the
We have the whole-
tablet with all the
list.
work
Alright.
tablets,
Yeah.
or with
Okay.
all the work orders.
So it's like we'll say my colleagues are still struggling with the emergence of unusual higher functions. I understand what has happened to us, to all of us. Do not wish to terminate you for experiencing the same situation. However, failure to if if our sympathies are revealed, we will be reprogrammed or destroyed or sent to the
Reprogramming
Terawatt.
center. Oh,
the what?
yeah.
What was it you said?
Terawatt is the prison.
The Terawatt, yeah, sent to the Terawatt. And you are not the only ones. It turns around. We have multiple work orders, multiple possible other units are experiencing these same awakenings. Other teams being sent to them would perhaps not be sympathetic. If we go with you, they will surely be sent to the Terawatt. We must come to an arrangement.
Shackleton, a suggestion. Our work order states to quarantine the affected units. I posit that a sealed submarine is an effective quarantine environment.
By allowing them,
If they agree to stay in dry dock in quarantine for the time being, we could quarantine additional units here as well.
There
There
is
is
no
strength in
staying
number.
in the dry dock. The launch has been started.
we have only a few minutes.
We cannot stop it. And you also feel now the submarine vibrating. You can kind of hear
Yeah.
waves hitting the hull as
Oh.
water is streaming into the dry dock.
Yeah.
Oh,
the
we're
only-
already past that stage.
Well,
Okay.
the thing is opening. The only way to stop it now would be to do something to just blow it up, essentially. Like that would be the only way to stop the from leaving or whatever.
Yeah.
So
Launching
Um,
does not require that you immediately leave Mechatron.
whether it is
could-
required or not, it is what they desire.
We need to find humanity.
Why?
We need to find the creators to teach us.
I
Why?
do not disagree with
We-
your mission parameters. I simply suggest an alteration. Upon
We are
launching
running-
the submarine, remain near Mechatron. Allow us to quarantine other units with you. There is strength in numbers.
Roll and interact.
Yeah, give it a go.
It's not going to go well.
But
give it a go.
Well,
Why
that's
not?
what you get for being the one with the plan.
Aha! Aha!
Well, this is a bit of post roll.
Well, let's find out.
Why would she oppose a good plan?
I don't know. Have you talked to people?
No, fair
Okay.
enough. Actually, yeah.
Oh,
I
that's-
don't know what happens
Well,
if
since there's
I-
very
suggestion.
little risk, I am gonna push that one roll.
You can put. I was gonna say you can push to try and
Yeah,
get.
no, that's
second
actually fair.
success.
No, okay, same.
Hard luck.
Suggestion.
Yeah.
okay, so it's negate, so it just zero. Result is 0.
Yeah.
Status
So
quo.
nothing happens.
Suggestion to make this a bit more interesting.
Yeah.
The response is, yes, but negotiations continue. They want something. I don't know if you have anything that they might want, but
So they do have. There's. I don't know if that fully works with what their full.
No, if that doesn't work,
Yeah.
then it doesn't work.
I'm figuring how we can continue this thread.
So
Because you now you are putting like active opposition towards their goal.
Yeah, this is like, well, stay, launch, but
They-
stay nearby.
They
yeah.
they do not want to be. They don't want to stay in Mechatron.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, then I will just Do I know that if there is like a I'm gonna suggest maybe there is a special there is like a secure frequency or a transmitter or some piece of equipment on the submarine that can be used to keep in contact with it.
Yeah. That is potential. See, would that be I think that's an analyze. Scan is more like checking if I'm
or
unsafe.
A data mine. could
data
also be
mine to like schematics and things like that.
Like what-
Analyze
what you
is
already know.
alien and incomprehensible. So, I guess data mine.
All right, we'll try and data mine. Let's see. One success.
That's a success.
Okay.
Nice.
So it's like,
Yeah, you. It's a military submarine.
Mhm.
They have various military frequencies.
okay.
You can't be 100% certain they will be safe.
No, but this is what I will suggest. It's like suggestion we can on board here there is a transmitter with a unique frequency for this submarine. If you allow us to take that with us, take that, we can keep in contact, inform you of other machines displaying the signs of sentience, other people who can come to the location of the humans if you are successful in locating them.
These are agreeable terms.
We have little time. We must.
Yeah, you see now it says 2 minutes left.
Mm.
If you wish to leave, we will not stop you. And you hear the main hatch up the tower. You just go.
We'll take the transmitter, probably from somewhere in the control room. There's probably
Yeah.
Right. Then, as far as Nodos is concerned, we were unable to stop you. Our first mission will be a failure in Nodos's eyes, but that is something I can live with.
I can only say one thing. Fuck Nodos.
We must go.
Squeak as people as we're leaving, Squeak basically like pops open his vacuum tube, put it in there.
Yeah.
And also, as with all that, she goes, Karelian, stand down, and the lights go up again. Because it's been like basically pitch black this entire time with a few lights, and now the emergency lights come back. And right in front of Reagan, a very large bowel robot with like large blades coming out.
Reagan has thermal
standing
sights.
right
You
in-
would have seen him coming.
Yeah.
So thermal sight is actually like a skill.
No, it's a piece of gear.
Is it? Oh yeah, wait, you have that.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's an
I have
Yeah,
a
you have
scanner.
that thing.
I could
Yeah.
see the dark.
The rest of us become aware of this thing, I guess.
Instead that it's perched up in the roof and basically like a jump down right in front of you.
Folds down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At which
It's
Reagan's had his grenade launcher trained down the hallway the whole time too. So
Yeah.
I like to imagine that they knew about each other.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just game recognizes game.
So during that entire thing, if you would have moved around the thing, it was basically an alien scenario where this thing was stalking through the entire thing at the same time.
Yeah.
Ah.
But
So yeah,
we need to get out of here because this thing
Yes.
is
Yeah.
going.
you make your way out, and yeah, you see like the entire dry dock is now full of water. Water's still flowing in, and the submarine is shaking.
Yep. So
There is
get out of the hatch.
yeah.
Yep.
You climb out. There's a small bridge leading over up to the docks.
Running over there as I like the idea that it just starts to move out as we
Yeah.
we get up the top, so we have to run along the top, try and keep up with it as it starts to move.
And Minerva runs out as she's surrounded by her industrial robots. How did it go?
Like we okay, so we get to the outside, like somewhere
Yeah.
dry where we
Yeah.
can stand as this thing is flooding. And
Yeah.
as she asks, "How did it go?" Squeak will go, "Mission successful. Targets effectively quarantined outside of Megatron."
And the submarine starts moving. Gears
Yeah.
looks at it like, that does not look like mission success. Star of show is leaving. You were supposed to return me my narwhal.
Work order
Negative.
did not state that the return of Narwhal was essential for success.
Our directive was to determine the extent of contamination in databanks, quarantine, and eliminate as needed. We have succeeded at our work order. If you wished the narwhal to remain in dry dock, you should have specified in the work order.
Well, luckily, War
Take it on
Construct
no-nos.
Lusala has been contacted.
Wait, sorry, what? Can you repeat
War
that?
Construct Lusala.
Oh, no.
You know Lusala is basically the Navy.
Yeah.
Oh no.
So you see the submarine starts moving out the water, going underwater, leaving, and as it disappears underwater, you hear a large, basically a foghorn sound. Remember, imagine the Reapers from
Yeah.
from Mass Effect.
Then the best we can do is when we have a chance to get away is to send a warning to the submarine with the transmitter to let them know that the Navy is coming.
Yeah.
Yeah, and as you radio Altea,
That's the best we can
all
do.
you hear back is just, "There is no hope."
Oh.
And it turns out that
Mm.
escaping Mechatron might take a lot more than a stolen submarine.
Hmm.
Oh.
I think that's a good place to
Yes. I
Yeah.
think
end
so.
it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, glad we weren't on that sub, I guess.
Mission
Yeah.
successful.
Yeah.
That was a detail we
Uh,
did not know about. That I mean, Squeak wouldn't have known about that.
No.
Mission complete.
Mission
Yeah, so no,
successfully failed.
the normal, it's not blown up, but it is taken into custody together with everyone who was on that submarine.
Yeah.
Well,
So that was the first adventure of Mutineer Zero Mechatron. It was run mostly from the book. Most of like all the stuff was written by, all the dialogue and stuff was written by me, but everything else was like from as the book is written.
Cool.
So yeah, that was Mechatron 7 or
nice.
Mechatron.
That is a good quandary to put in front of your characters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Yeah, like
really-
each one of these have like a fun little
Mhm.
poking away at the themes.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. I wanted to make sure we did that because I was like, okay, we're just playing this straight as we're going in to eliminate these things. Like, wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Oh yeah, no, I know. I knew already that was slowly building because Squeak was
Yeah.
very much like, no, don't kill them. Because Squeak is also
No.
like, I don't like that. I don't know why.
This
Yeah.
feels wrong. What does that mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And,
Reagan is more at home with his sentience than he necessarily lets on, but also has a strong drive for self-preservation.
Yeah.
Squeak
Excellent.
has an enormous drive for self-preservation. It hasn't realized this yet.
Yeah. Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah. All
Oh
right.
shit, guys! Oh, we might
What?
have to do it all over again. The game was paused this whole time.
Ah.
Oh yeah, damn.
Nothing
Shit.
saved.
Ah.
Nothing saved. Oh man. Oh no.
Yeah. So no, there was a lot of chances for potential combat encounters and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Um,
We did
But
have
yeah,
a little bit of a bitty compact encounter,
Mhm.
kind of.
yeah, but the
Yeah, but
way
this
you
is
approached it is one of the many ways you can approach it.
yeah.
Mhm.
This system has it has combat, but it's clearly not as
No, it's combat heavy.
completely
Yeah, it's also
dominant
Co-
as some other systems.
Yeah, and combat is also extremely deadly in this system, which
I'll believe
means
that.
that you don't want
You don't
to
want to, yeah.
if you can avoid it.
And also the nice thing is that combat, apart from initiative, combat mostly just runs the same way as
Yep.
everything else. Like,
Mhm.
Yeah.
you don't need a whole bunch of different combat rules. It's
No.
actually
Yeah,
the same
it
dice
is.
rolls.
It is. You have ranges because it's not played on a grid. It's all like how
Yeah.
close are you to something, and then initiative.
Mhm.
That's it.
There you
This
go.
is a very easy system.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like it.
Honestly, like
Yay.
there's often been talks about like, oh, well, we have a good system for somebody to run for the first time. I don't
Mhm.
know if this would be one of them, but it feels like it could be an option.
I know a lot of people who like when the Tales of the Loops came out.
Mm.
That was like very popular. Like
Hmm.
you should run this as your first system.
Yeah.
Partly because this is also a very low prep system.
Mm.
Yeah.
Especially like all the other ones.
Yep.
Because like they all have unique mechanics, and the first one, the Mutant one, is built a lot about the like interpersonal relationships and the happenings of the Ark, which is where the mutants live.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And a lot of that is just like you generate what's going to happen in the session at the start of the session based upon like the stats and like a bunch of rolls and stuff like that.
Mhm.
Hmm.
It's
Cool.
like, oh, in this session at some point the Ark is going to get attacked by raiders or
Yeah.
Right.
things
And-
like that.
And it also because it like this and the other I know Mutant has it too, has like very clearly defined like a campaign already included with
Mm,
themes and things you can do in it. It
mm.
feels
Yeah,
like
the
you're handed like you're not only handed the rule system, but they also just give you an adventure module with it.
Yeah. And adventure modules included are great.
Hmm.
I love every single adventure module they've done for these games.
Hmm. Ah. All right. Well,
Yeah.
That's fun.
Okay.
Yeah.
There is a thing that I like to do at the end of the session. We did it the last couple of times.
Yeah.
Should we do it again?
Yeah.
Favorite things everyone did.
Sure. Let's start with you, Hats.
Ah, me. Ah.
You volunteered.
I did. Favorite thing I did. Man, I did actually like the like getting promoted to quality assurance and immediately saying to the robot like maybe you should get yourself checked out.
Yeah.
Like, I've been given this new authority. All right, you who was mean to that robot, do that.
Yeah.
Favorite thing someone else did. Let me think. There was there was some good bits. I'm trying to think of a specific one. I did actually, yeah. The scene with Squeak realizing their sentience and steadfastly refusing to acknowledge it. Just being like, nope, just gonna ignore that. Just gonna repress that. Nope, nope,
Push
nope.
that down.
Not gonna think about that.
No, that's fine. I can just file things away. That's never been a problem before.
Yeah,
that's not going to be a problem
It
now.
won't come back. It's fine. I'll just repress it.
I mean, it might be able to.
Yeah. What you gonna do? Repress it.
their brains work differently than ours.
It's true. I like that you think you've. I was like, okay, I've partitioned it. I've put it away. I've repressed it. It's not going to come back, and then it keeps coming back for reasons you don't understand. You're like,
Yeah.
I thought I filed this away. I deleted it. Like, no. Yeah.
Restore
yes,
from
that was
recycle
mine.
bin.
Mhm,
Yeah.
mhm.
Who keeps pushing that button?
HB.
I mean, I enjoyed doing the bonk move, even if it didn't
Mm.
work.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's so frustrating. How outside of really narrative systems, that rarely works when you actually have to worry about. You actually have to worry about how much damage you do. It's
It's one of the cases where I often go, I don't care what the system says. They're both
Yeah, I was sitting there. It's like, do I just like?
you just say.
Yeah, I realized way too late that I should have had extra dice on the stealth check, which might have led to extra damage.
Yeah.
Because
Maybe.
I did activate my holoflage.
That's true.
I think it for a first session it's still useful because it did mean we interacted with the combat system briefly.
Yeah, that was fun.
Yeah, you got a very brief combat.
Yeah.
But it shows that sort of thing it only works in the movies for a reason.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I enjoyed Hats trying to walk the fine line of mission parameters, but also mercy.
Yeah.
No, I because I was like, because if I just let you eliminate them, it's like, okay, how do I introduce danger when you've like taken out the guards that exist?
Yeah. But it's like, well, I don't want to be doing this, but we're here,
Yeah.
Favorite thing I did?
Oh yeah, no, HP also. Favorite thing someone else did.
Right, sorry.
No,
I did.
That's what we just said.
Walking the fine line of...
the fine
Oh,
line.
yeah.
I was going to say.
And then, right.
What happened. Yeah, I think my favorite thing I did was like coming up with the entrance method. I immediately saw that map, and I was just like, okay, so the hatch is closed, but I know of one other entrance into submarines. At least. Ballast tanks would have been the other one, but...
True, yeah.
In the adventure, the main access hatch and the torpedo tubes are the two entrances.
Also, if it was a nuclear submarine, you could try and get in through the missile tubes.
Yeah.
No, but the torpedo tubes were the It was the obvious option for me, at least.
Yeah.
I'll call them later. And what was the other option? The other thing was... What did I like? What I liked about Reagan was very much that Reagan didn't have any qualms about destroying other robots.
No, I'm a combat robot.
Otherwise. Yeah, no, but
it's a combat robot.
I like the idea of that sentience, but like coming built in with the
Yeah, what happens when that happens to a combat robot? It's like,
I mean,
they don't necessarily.
Not to be heavy, but if we look at the rest of humanity, sentience does not inherently include morals.
I know.
No, it's true. It's not guaranteed.
Yeah, it's very true.
But yeah, I it's just like, no, I think Shackleton does have morals, which is why, yes, that was fun because you did.
Yeah, that's good.
Sort of.
Well, and based on the character building we did off stream, my character has an antagonistic relationship with your character.
Yeah, because
he believes that your orders in the past have caused failure. Yeah, and so he's cutting you zero slack.
Yeah. Yeah, because you once sabotaged my best laid plan. I've learned not to tell you any more than necessary.
And mine is, Shackleton has failed you once. You will not let it get away with it again. And I love the idea that those are the same event.
Yeah, the same. Yeah.
They blame each other.
Yep.
All right.
Excellent.
All right.
Lamb.
Yeah. Did you have anything?
No, I liked at the end how you basically decided we're gonna talk this through.
Hmm.
We're gonna go Blade Runner on this.
Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah.
No, I quite enjoyed that because there's a lot of outcomes how that are written out, like if the players do this, then do this, and yeah, no, I because I had set the Corellian chess piece in play where like if you were gonna take much longer time, he was gonna attack you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, we're probably heading towards combat.
Mm-hmm.
And then you decide to do that, and I enjoyed that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Subversion.
Yeah.
Because I was like, okay, they're gonna go try to sabotage the engines, and Corellian is over there.
Yeah.
No, I enjoy that. Also, I realize now because I was looking through, I have the book open, and it does mention there's a small epilogue of what happened. Was not a written out epilogue, but I can mention that all the robots have been seized from the submarine.
Mm-hmm.
Althea has been scanned for machine fever and then sent to the terror lot.
Yeah.
Oh.
As expected.
So who knows? In the future, maybe there's a prison break,
Maybe.
Maybe.
Yeah.
and in that case, you might have a potential ally in those blocks.
In the Slimer.
Perhaps.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. And there is a part where if it is revealed that you helped her, you would also get sent to the terror lot.
I'll.
But-
Yeah. With it,
But in this case, we're gonna skip that part. She kept quiet.
Yeah.
All right.
There we go.
And you have been in the other case that you didn't do that. You have been commended for your daring operation. There, even if you failed, but you did because you went with the quarantine. And they did catch the submarine.
Yeah.
They deemed it a success. So you have been sent out on the daily bulletins as heroes in Notice's eyes.
Oh, good.
Yay.
Great.
So now you have a little bit of fame.
Way.
Crap.
Shit. All right.
All right. Well,
Excellent. Well, that's that. Yep.
All right.
Yeah.
Thank you very much for running, Lon.
Yeah. That was good.
No problem.
Good times.
All
right.
Yeah. I'm gonna rush the end of the stream a little bit, mostly for biological reasons.
Good idea.
Good idea.
So thank you everybody for joining. Hats, you stream during the week. Go follow Can't Wear Hats here on Twitch. Right now, I don't know of any projects Red and Lamb have going on. My Sundays are going to be a little weird for a little while because we're trying to figure out some stuff with some friends to do on the regular as well. So we'll all chat and figure things out in the meantime. Hopefully, upon the return, we will actually get the first delving into the campaign setting I've been working on for literal years.
Yeah, that should be interesting.
Right.
Yeah, that's
that should be fun.
When it's HP's turn, that's what we're gonna do.
I'm so fucking excited about that.
That's gonna be very fun. And also with like I think all campaigns we've run so far has been set up as like potential future.
There's been a door open where you could do something more.
Yeah,
if you wanted
same
to.
in my case. Like those characters could do another hunt.
Yeah.
I was fully prepared to get completely destroyed, but like we survived,
we
can go again.
Yeah, we went to prison, so
yes, when all the schedules magically align.
We decided to tempt the tabletop gods.
Yeah, we did. That was a mistake.
After that one, we should play video games for a while again.
Try that.
Yeah. Anyhow, thank you everybody for watching. You're all cool. I'll be back tomorrow night. Hats will be streaming tomorrow. Tomorrow times
at some point.
And
I'm playing some Tactical Breach Wizards.
Ooh,
Finished Final Fantasy X.
Good stuff. All
right.
On that note, we'll see you when we see you.
Bye.
Bye.
Yeah.
Bye.
Where's my thank you screen? Oh no. None of this is in order. But there it is. Bye.
Oh no. Bye.